What is up, person that is watching us? I put the notification out that we were going live, and it said it only reached a handful of people so far. I put it out a while ago. Oh, we lost that one person. Kat, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you doing?
So we will just hang out for a minute. So this should hopefully feed out to people, letting them know that we are live. And then
Happy Hump Day.
Maybe that's why they're not on here.
Oh yeah, maybe our face. Yeah.
And Joseph is. What's up, Nicholas? And Joseph is changing his shorts into his special shorts, so he may be a moment. So, Nicholas, thanks for joining us, man. Van Gool, what's going on, guys? Like always, we appreciate you guys coming out here to hang out with us. You catch us fresh off vacation. It's hard to believe that just like 4 days ago, we were sitting in beautiful Cancun with a cocktail in our hand, enjoying life. How you guys all been? How's everything been going? I know some of our... Whoa, that's for our late night show, sir. But we will get into that. So this is episode 14. So between this and Friday Night AV and other random lives we've done, I think we've done a total of like 40 shows so far. We've been in this for like 9 or 10 months, so we're still learning our way, but we're having a good time hanging out with everybody. You see we got a little tan. You might not be so
I don't
used
think I look very tan for being in Mexico for a week, but I am.
Well, the last day you were hanging out in the room,
Yeah.
Kat had a little bit too much sun. Not too much alcohol, but too much sun for sure. So
I lost a day in the room.
Yeah. We're going to talk about our vacation for sure. And we've had people ask us about this resort, the ins and the outs, and what's so special, why we keep going back. So we're going to get into that. I will be attending Base Wars this weekend, so I'll be sharing some footage and shorts this weekend on that. And then Kat and I also venturing out, extending our base brings us together for our first car show. So we will talk about that. So I'm going to hang out with you guys for like an hour like we usually do. Like always, we appreciate the support from all our subscribers, all our Patreons, the likes, the loves, the postcards you mail us. Somebody mailed us a can of pork and beans because they thought we were hungry, so that was nice of them.
What?
All right, that last part. All right, so we'll just go right in. So as you guys know, if you've been following along on any of our channels, we just went to Temptation with our pals in Mexico. We were there for about a week, and like we were talking the last day, Kat didn't really partake in too much. The sun is bad.
I'm Casper, so yeah, I enjoy the sun. I love the summer, but yeah, it didn't like me. I ended up getting blistered all along here, so I spent the daytime in the room.
Yeah, Kat. See, when we go to Mexico, because I work out in the sun all day and I play with Mr. Heat every day. I stay in the shaded areas of the pool and make my way to the bar in the pool, and I stay in a straight line A and B back and forth. And
the one day though, he said, "Oh, I'm under the canopy. I don't need sunscreen," and he ended up getting burnt. So I guess even there under the shade with cloud cover, you can still get burnt. So lesson learned. And
after a bunch of drinks and further review, we realized that reflections off of the glass down through the water off the bottom of the pool, that it was getting to me. So I did get some sunburn, and it is what it is. But we enjoyed our vacation. We enjoyed time with our friends, and we had Mr. Denmark himself in the house. What is up, brother? Michael. Oh, man, you ordered a new 98-inch Sony. I'm certainly jealous about that, but it was delivered yesterday with a cracked screen.
Oh, no.
Oh, man, that sucks. Damn. Well, at least they're getting you taken care of, but yeah, dude, that sucks, man. Back in the day, I remember when my dad used to deal with big rear projection TVs all the time, like Hitachis, and that he had a few delivered with cracked screens and stuff, and those things were 300-pound monsters. So, yeah, dude, that sucks. Hopefully they get it swapped out for you quick, and you're off to enjoying yourself. Oh, Joseph must have got his special shorts on. Thanks for joining us. We're going to have a talk with him on our late night show about these special shorts. Sure, that'll be a completely X-rated show. So, Nicholas, that's funny that you bring up how was the hardcore sex parties at your vacation. So we'll start off with that. It is a sexy resort, no doubt. Most of the chicks walk around topless, so you got to be mindful of that if you're going to go. Some people deem it as like a swingers club. There is some of that activity going on there, but which we found out even in Vegas, there's swingers and stuff and that going on. We don't partake in any of that stuff, but we don't mind the party vibe. You know, everybody's always been super nice, even if they're in the lifestyle and they approach us. We still chat with them, have a drink with them. We don't partake in any of those activities.
I think there's been quite a few rumors that you and I must be swingers that we go there.
That's unfortunately that's untrue for anybody that was wanting to go on vacation with us there for that reason. But we'd go there.
We've also asked some friends of ours to go, and I think maybe I don't know. We're not going to that resort. But no, we love the place just because of the atmosphere, not for that reason, but just because there's constant entertainment. You know, everybody's on vacation, so they're super cool, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a great vibe. And then my favorite part of it is they have theme dress up nights every night, and so I've always been a huge into costumes, and ever since I can remember, I would hand make costumes for Halloween parties or whatever. So
Kat's always been super creative. That's one thing she shares with the girls. They're always oh, whoa, Nicholas, that's on the 99 cent per minute phone chat. I'll give you that number at the end of the podcast. But no, that's always been Kat's thing, is like being creative. She used to do stuff with the girls for Halloween and stuff like that. So it is cool. And then, we'll share some pictures and video, or some pictures that we have here from the vacation. And if you follow us on any of our Facebook groups, it's the same thing. Some pictures that we shared is you're not allowed to use your camera there, because there are topless women and women dressed, in nothing almost sometimes. So you got to be very respectful. That's one thing about the resort. It's all adult.
So it's hard to capture a lot of like the essence of what's going on there, just because they're so limited on, if they see you with your camera. I think a lot of people do actually sneak and get videos.
And they do get in trouble. They come and they'll ask to look through your phone and make you delete anything. If you don't, then you will be removed from the property. And plus, you don't want to be a creep. A guy shouldn't be down at a pool with his phone taking video or pictures of a bunch of women without their tops on. So any pictures that you see that I share, there's usually nobody ever remotely close in the background.
Yeah, we try to get to the areas before the party start to get pictures, or to not get people in the background.
So and that's a few of our close friends like, man, that place looks lame. It's dead. No, the place is packed. It's packed to the brim.
We just always have to try to find spots where we don't.
And I take pictures of the resort because I get out early, like 4, 5, 6 in the morning. I get pictures of the resort because everybody parties until 2 or 3 a.m. So everybody's asleep around the place. But no, the parties at night are pretty wild, and it's shoulder to shoulder at times. But that's when we were first adventuring out to look at places to go. We didn't want a place that at 7 o'clock everything shut down and then you're back in your room watching Home Alone. We wanted to go out. They have it structured very well that you party in the pool all day, or in any of the pools. Then all the women, everybody, men and women, they go back to the rooms, they get dressed up for the night. You go out to some kind of dinner. There's 5 or 6 restaurants you can choose from. And then after dinner, the after night party starts. So, realistically, the party goes pretty much from say 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. every day. And then even when we were there was a party that started at 7 in the evening out on the beach. Sun to sunrise.
Yeah, that was the name of it.
And that went till 7 a.m. From 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And literally when I was up in the morning at 5 a.m., you could hear all the party going on, people walking back to the rooms hammered, stumbling all over themselves. So, I guess we should.
Michael needs some of Kat's inspired shirts for his vacation or his wife.
Me and Michael message each other often, and I sent him a message before he left for Jamaica. I said, "Hey, buddy, you want me to overnight some of my shirts to you?" And he just laughed. So
see, this guy, for one, he doesn't care about dressing up. For two, if I tried to order anything in his size, it'd be next to impossible. And I've said that before. So I just try to have some very clever or cute or funny T-shirts made up for him, so it kind of gives him something where to partake. And But yeah, he gets a lot of attention there with those shirts. So many people, and he's a talker, and he'll talk to anybody.
I talk to. We go to these resorts. I talk to everybody.
Yeah. So
men, women, the people that work there, the guy taking out the trash, the janitor. I talk to everybody. I don't care.
So I mean, the amount of people that we have like coming up and addressing him in the shirts and laughing, where'd you get that? And the conversation starters that. I mean, we even. One of the shirts, we had a guy stop us on the thing and tell us some crazy story. I don't know about, I don't want to get into all that, but yeah, it's fun because it gets, gets some laughs and some chuckles. So
it's a good icebreaker if you're at a place and, you're sitting at breakfast and you're wearing a big shirt that says I eat ass. I mean, it's a good way to enjoy your omelet.
So now I'm just trying to think of for next year is, come up with some other ones. Okay.
But what's funny about this, what you said, Michael, here, go ahead and share that. So you thought it would have been the JTR that correct the screen. Now, a quick funny story about that we've talked about before is when Kat and I were finishing our family room and we stacked our TJs up, bought a brand new TV, hung it on the wall. Brand spanking new, turned it on, had it on. We cranked the RTJs up and the whole screen just shattered and all the colors went everywhere.
Yeah.
And it completely destroyed the whole TV.
Brand spanking new out of the box.
Yeah, didn't even last 10 minutes.
But I mean, I'm glad we learned that right away versus,
Oh, did we say hi to Brian? Brian, what's up, brother? Oh, you did? Look at you.
You're lucky. My wife would never want to go anywhere near a place like that.
What's funny, Nicholas, is you say that. So when I first, Kat goes, hey, let's go to Mexico to an all-inclusive place. Because
he had never been there.
Yeah, well, you guys, because we all kind of just started becoming friends over the last year when we started this YouTube stuff, is pretty much all I've ever done is work. And I never really, literally until I met Kat, I would go to the casino or strip club on the weekends. But I never went on vacation I never went to Vegas before, never traveled anywhere because even with whoever I was with at that time, it wasn't serious enough. They're like, oh, let's go on a serious vacation together. So not until that Kat and I got together that we started going to Vegas. And then she goes, have you ever done any all-inclusive? I said, no. So we did a lot of research. And what I didn't like was a lot of places are like, oh, come down for, the juggling act from 4 to 6, and then we'll tuck you in your bed and you can go to sleep. And I was like, dude, that kind of sucks. So then as we got reading, I was like, dude, this Temptation place looks cool. And Kat was the same way, probably like your wife would be.
Yeah, he was showing me videos, and I was just like, I don't know that would be.
She's like, I don't want to hang out with a bunch of 20-year-old girls that are running around topless having the time of their life. But what's special about this place, literally, it's
optional anyway. There's plenty of people.
Yeah, but it's still, and this is no lie, it's 20-year-old to 70-year-olds.
Yeah, we've met
all shapes and sizes, and all income brackets, all people are out there.
Cares.
Nobody cares about shit, literally nothing. So, the first time that Kat went and we left, she's like, we got to go back again. I had such a good time.
And we went back 3 months later and brought some friends because we were just blown away how cool it was.
Yeah.
Hold on. When are y'all going to Ibiza? See, I want to start exploring outside places. My bucket list is
I want to start exploring
Greece,
too, but
Greece. But this guy, and we have also talked about going to Hawaii, because he's so big, he's so uncomfortable in the airplanes. So he's like, anything over 4-hour flight, he's like, I just can't do it.
And I'm already buying up in
the bigger seats.
Yeah, like the best seats that you can get on these planes when we go. I don't know, it's so uncomfortable though.
We just have to book the ones where you can sleep.
Oh, well, he said lots of cocaine and the food looked great. He's confused on. We're going to talk about the food too here in a minute when we go through that because I want to.
That's our diet time.
I went on vacation and drank every day and ate all day and I lost 5 pounds.
Yeah, only a man could do that. That's absolute BS because I think I came home.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, I think I came home heavier. You men have it so easy with weight loss. But anyway, so
people do offer you a lot of cocaine out on the beach and stuff. So. They offer you weed and cocaine and necklaces that'll make your arms fall off. They'll turn colors and yeah.
Which is, speaking of arms falling off, they call them playmakers, and they're the party people around the pool all day, and just try to get you involved in activities. And they're always like doing dancing and skits, and
they're literally paid party people to party with you all day and night.
The playmakers. So anyway. the one of them came up to Scott and said, "Can you play volleyball?" And he's like, "I got no arms." Or
no, I said, "Dude, I would love to, but I said I don't have any arms." And he just looked at me. He goes, "What does that
like,
even
huh?
mean?"
It was really funny. That's just a typical Scott thing to say. Oh, tango. Oh, hold on. I can't get it. Why isn't it working? Oh, sorry. Sadly, I don't take adventures anymore. Traveling is not for me. My deployment in '97 broke me, but I would love to overcome my PTSD and see more of the world like you guys.
Well, hopefully, brother, you do find some relief in it, and you can travel some. Because
there's a whole world out there.
I didn't travel for a lot of my life. Literally, my whole life revolved around work. And even like the first 5, 6, 7 years I was with Kat, all I did was work all the time. We were actually talking about that earlier tonight, that I remember doing 30, 40 nights in a row, and it was getting crazy. So, man, yeah, hopefully, brother, man, we wish you the best and that you can enjoy, traveling. And
life is so short. You got to just, I don't know, do things. Those t-shirts are bad.
Yeah, we're going to share just a couple of pictures. If you guys follow along or friends with us, you've probably seen a lot of them, but it sure is fun. What were you saying? Get him that cock socks. They don't make one big enough, Brian. We tried.
That shirt is my Me Too movement.
That's awesome. I've had men and women come up to me and want to take pictures with me and all the crazy. Dude, I don't care. If somebody can look at me and have a good laugh. Well, they even do that if I'm not. Even in this plain black T-shirt, somebody might have a laugh at me. That's fine. I don't care. I'm out here for a good time. We're just trying to work our way through the comments.
Michael could at least drop a Bay Springs List Together shirt on his AK. It looks like they're having fun. I was going through.
He don't have a Bay Springs List Together. I need to send him one.
I was going through him and Jessica's pictures on Patreon, and it looks like they're having a great time. Jamaica is another place I told him he's got to see. It's just a totally different vibe. Like, I don't know. Like these, I mean, of course, it's different cultures and all that, but yeah, it's totally different vibe that I would like for him to experience.
I love Vegas. I would leave for Vegas right now. I would end this podcast and drive right to the airport, go to Las Vegas right now.
Yeah, he said that. Well, yeah, every time we go on a vacation, he's like, how about if we just go hop on over to Vegas for a couple of days? And I was like, yeah. I was vacationed out at that point because I had spent the day in the room and it was a long week. And I'm like, I just want to go home, see the kids, sleep in our bed. And
yeah, I would have flew right to Vegas for 2 nights.
I love some Vegas.
We're walking around with, whoa, this turned into an X-rated show. Yeah. We need to change this time to 11 o'clock at night with your wang out at a party. Sounds wild. I don't know who's doing that, but it certainly sounds wild. Yeah, there's not really any nudity allowed there. They do play some like weird games to where sometimes the chicks or the guys lose their bottoms, but it isn't accepted. Like they'll make you put your bottoms back on. So it's I don't know, what would be considered more like a European type resort? Don't European women go like topless or stuff? But yeah, like full-fledged nudity. They have like sister resorts that are like a lot more swinger or.
Yeah, but everybody says the party is more chill there. I mean, not that we would look to go to that one, but yeah.
It's called Desire, and so we talked to some people like, oh, we know they have a resort named Desire. We've never went there. They're like, oh, we have, and it's only if you're really in that lifestyle or you only want to pursue that. But if you want to talk and have a good time and party, they're like, this is certainly the place. So that's why we've never really looked outside of it too much because we've always just had a good time. Who pissed themselves? Oh, the picture of the T-shirts. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what we're going to have made for next year. And then we'll just kind of incorporate them with the ones from this year that I had made. And
yeah. Joseph just said something about the ass brings us together. It's funny because we were just messaging with our girl tonight that does all our graphic design and stuff. And Kat goes, oh, maybe we should order that shirt.
With the lowercase
we were going to do a lowercase b, and then the ASS brings us together. But I didn't order it tonight. We ordered some other stuff because we got some new merch coming in, guys. So be excited. Tumblers and hoodies and hats, just a couple things. It was kind of crazy that we had such popularity with like the T-shirts and stuff. So people were like, oh, what else you got? And so we weren't really. Our girl's going to open up like a little store that you could just go to and order a couple things, because it's kind of like just a pain for you to have to go through us and then us go through her, that you can just kind of deal with her directly. So hopefully that'll be open, within the next month or so. And then you have like a little store where we got 5 or 6 different things if you want to rep some of the gear, if you get into the logo or just our slogan or whatever.
Speaking of the shirts, now him and I are always, because we have several for ourselves, and now we're both always wearing them, and we're messing with each other all the time. Like, are you gonna wear that shirt every day? Are you gonna wear that shirt every day?
Yeah, so now we each have like 6 or 7 Base Brings Us Together shirts, and we're always wearing them throughout the house. I'm like, dude, we don't have to self-promote so much around the house. So let's share some of the pictures. So we'll just go through these with you guys.
And you might have already seen them if you're in any of our groups. With most likely you are.
So this is a candid. Is that candid? Well, this is a photo we share on every trip.
It's our yearly.
So we've been there probably like 7 times, give or take a time. So we started shuttling a private shuttle where they send you a private car, and then you can choose like, oh, what do you want to drink? A beer, a juice box, a soda, or whatever. So her and I cheers into a can of Corona has just been our way to start our vacation. Yeah. So it seems probably like a stupid picture, but it's kind of cool just for us to redo that picture every year. So that's what that picture means. Oh, let's go have some breakfast. So I stroll down every other day, say, to breakfast wearing this shirt, because people come and go out of the resort, and everybody looks. Some people take pictures, other people just sit there and laugh. So
yeah, the Me Too. Yeah, he's even had women like, oh, you Me Too, and
women will be like, oh my God, me too, and the guys will be like, oh, from way back when, man, you must have been my brother. So I was telling somebody one night that stopped us and was talking to me about the shirt like it was some family heirloom. And I was like, this has gotten passed down through generation and generation, and it really just means a lot to me. And the guy goes, oh my God, dude, that's so touching. And like, wow, that you could carry that legacy on. But I was just going as far as the guy would let me go with the story.
Everybody just kind of feeds off of each other.
So it was, I don't know. It's just funny as shit. That's funny, just saying shit on that shirt. So this is one of my most favorite places to hang out at the resort. This is the rooftop bar.
Sky
3.5.
Yeah.
So you can half of the top is like a bar, and then they got like 2 big hot tubs. Not a bar, I'm sorry, a pool with 2 big hot tubs on each side. You can swim like to the edge of the building, and all you see is the ocean. And they got the best food up there. And it's usually a little bit more chill up there unless they're doing a late night party. So that's one of my believe me, I love the party scene. But if you go down to the party pool, it's literally the whole time screaming, yelling, loud music, and just people playing games and having fun. So if you want to step away for some lunch, just have some quiet time for like an hour, get your life back together before you go back down to the other pool, that's a good place to hang out. Oh, the kids would be so proud. So this is one of the hookers that I rented while we were down there. So, and what's funny about this is Kat wasn't wearing the setup that she has now. She was probably wearing a dress or something when we went to dinner, but I was still wearing this shirt. Now, mind you that we're going out to a nice restaurant for a nice dinner, and a guy walks in with a girl that's dressed very nicely in a black dress or something, and I'm still wearing this shirt. So I'm not bashful at all. I think it's funny. Kat, if you've seen this picture, Kat had her hair done like cotton candy, unicornish. Callie absolutely loved it because her favorite animal is a unicorn. So obviously Callie wasn't on this vacation. We just showed her the picture, and not the picture of me, but the rented the sucker shirt. So no, it's just. And Kat came up with this shirt. It's funny too. People are like, "Oh my God, how could you?"
How rude.
Yeah. So some people are like, "Wow, that's rude." Not the people at the resort, but we've had like people on Facebook be like, "Oh my God, that's so rude."
Disrespectful. And you're like, she had it made.
Yeah, I'm like
I mean, I don't care. It's all in fun. Like whatever.
So, but now you have a loving shirt like this.
Yeah.
Once again, Kat's dressed up, and now the pool you see behind us is considered a quiet pool or the hangover pool. That if you went too hard at the real pool, then you go hang out over here. So we're going out to dinner one night, obviously to another nice restaurant in the place. Kat is dressed very appropriately. I am dressed very inappropriately. And, we're going by people when they're eating their crab legs, and I'm wearing the smells like slut in here shirt.
But everybody loves it.
Oh, and everybody laughs and gives me high fives, and it's just a funny time. So usually when we go down there with pals. We've been down there with as many as 8 people. This time we went with our friends from California. We've been down there a few times with, so we just fly up. We made out there.
We actually met them.
Yeah,
second time we were there, we met. That's when we.
Yeah, we went there one time, and then we
went back with some friends.
Another couple, and they actually met them first.
Yeah, and then we got there the day later. And
yeah,
we met them.
So and then we've continued, and we'll meet them out in Vegas every once in a while too. So just. It's all about building friendships, community, and just that's kind of what we've always been about. So those are our pals from California. Now here's an actual legitimate picture. I'm dressed appropriately.
The one restaurant that requires you be
not a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So I had to pull out my Sunday's finest.
And they require jeans too.
Yeah, required jeans too.
Because some people were like, "Why are you wearing jeans?" Well, they make you.
Yeah, some people are like, "It's hot as shit down there. Why are you wearing jeans?" Well, some of the restaurants require you. So this was one of the nicest restaurants we went to that night. So I had to dress appropriately. And then it's just me and Kat at one of the parties, obviously with her boobs out. She must have missed a few buttons. So this is where a lot of late night parties go. This is called Bash. Obviously, Kat is dressed up for the theme night. She's got her whip. Now, I really enjoy the whip. Now, this is just
so good at it. So good.
And that is just like a toy prop $5 whip. But I was so good with that whip. I promise any of you guys watching this, I put an apple on your head. I got you. Maybe. So this place, we're here like an hour or an hour and a half before the party started. So pretty much, Kat is sitting on the dance floor, which lights up with all the music. But once this party gets started, that whole dance floor is completely full, and all those seats this is all standing room only.
Yeah, it gets so packed there.
So, and we usually hang out every night from the party starts at 10, and we usually hang out to maybe like 12:30 or 1 every night. But when we leave, excuse me, just because it's. So when it's funny because just a buddy of mine is like, "Man, dude, that place is dead." Like, no, this is because nobody's really supposed to be there right now because nothing's going on.
Yeah, we just sneak there to get some pictures.
So we were on our way to do something else, and we're like, "Oh, let's get a picture with you sitting on the dance floor." It's the only time we take a picture where there isn't a million other people in the picture. That was it. So we had a lot more pictures. If you guys follow on.
Did you knock us off?
No, I didn't knock us off. What the? So if you guys follow us on any of our other groups, like Livin with Scott Cat or just Cat or I's personal Facebook, then you'll see all the other pictures that we shared. So let's go through the comments. We missed out on some of the comments.
We couldn't see anything.
Yeah, we couldn't see none of the comments, and then we'll talk about the food. I would wear a cape with that on it. Tongue punch that dot. Whoa. There you go. Look how sentimental these are. Make one that says tongue punch that fart box.
It's so sweet.
It is. Maybe for our anniversary.
Oh shoot.
I could wear that to Burger King when we go out for our anniversary dinner.
I keep screwing this up. Sorry guys. Tango says, looks nice.
Thanks, brother. We Tango, since you're on here, we're talking about the other Patreon members. We're going to be doing another live coming up on Patreon, so keep an eye on the Patreon channel. I'm going to be dropping the link for that for our Zoom. Not exactly sure on the date because Kat's starting a house project next week, so we'll be sharing pictures on our next live of project that she's starting on somebody's house, which is super cool. That Kat went out there and I kind of explained to them like, "Hey, I could do this with your house," and they're like, "Yeah, let's do it." So another beautiful project we had to look forward to of Kat.
Fun fact.
Yeah, I follow you on Facebook. With ported enclosures, sir. My ass port. Whoa,
What's going on, guys?
this is turning one of those weird podcasts.
Yeah. Help me, I fell down.
33 hertz. I prefer a little bit lower tuning, but we can. That's for a Friday night AV session. So let's talk about the food. So, Cat is an adventurous eater, especially compared to me.
Not really, not in real life, but compared to this guy, I am.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Back to the porn talk. Yeah, the food never really excited me there. I like the eggs, like if they fresh cracked eggs and cook them in front of me. Breakfast is one of the main meals that I because
that's what we live like. We live off of breakfast. I'm always ready for breakfast because they'll make you omelets right there. They have an omelet station, and I mean you can get bagels
and it's fresh eggs cracked right in front of you, cooked on the griddle, and I usually go from there right to the pool and start drinking. So that's one of
Joseph, I don't think you could eat there. I mean, they have a lot of different weird foods.
Yeah, so. No shitting in the pool. Well, they got a pool that you can shit in. It's called the ocean. Breakfast burrito. Yeah, they make breakfast burritos. Remember Sea Flirt? We sat down.
Yeah.
Everybody.
So breakfast is literally like the best food you can get there, in my opinion.
Yeah, the lunch to me sucks. It's a lot of buffet stuff, and they make these. There's a lot of choices, but it always feels like you're kind of eating the same thing.
Yeah. And we have bread and butter a lot, just to
we had a lot of bread and butter. Yeah, we like the carb up.
Yeah, just because some stuff is just some stuff is just different. We're like, eh.
Yeah, and like during the day, they have a grill going all day. They're making like burgers and hot dogs. The hot dogs look really weird. I don't know if I could handle a hot dog down there, or yeah. And what's weird too is the pizza in Mexico doesn't taste anything like the pizza that we're used to here in the States. And we've like room serviced it. We've got it from the restaurants, and I don't know. I can't even get like a bite of it down. I don't know. But I know I'm a picky eater. I do, but I don't. And their cheese is really watered down. Like there's more water in their cheese than there is in a glass of water. So I don't know. I've never cared. You can like pay extra and get like a steak in that, but even like if you order a filet or something, it doesn't.
Yeah, the meat texture just seems different.
So we're not talking down about it.
No,
but it's certainly not.
It's
not appealing to us to what we're like used to. Like if we go to like a Texas Roadhouse or something here and order a steak, which is not considered high end at all, but down there if you buy $100 filet mignon, it doesn't even compare to like what we're used to at like for $30 at a Texas Roadhouse. So not excited on the food. The crowd's absolutely fantastic down there. Everybody likes to talk. Everybody likes to party. You see a lot, but okay, I'm not going to say a lot. You'll see 10 to 20% of people that are way too intoxicated. Hi, Fred, what's up, brother? Thanks for joining us this evening. You missed out on a lot of weird ass talk. So if you get into that, you might want to start this over later. A lot of asshole talk and Bartoon boxing, and yeah, it's weird. I'm gonna put a newsletter out too. If you don't want to watch this, you can read it. But no, the crowd is super cool. You meet a lot of cool people. We did see a handful of people that were way too intoxicated, falling down, and
sometimes you get a fun show.
Yeah, you get or a weird show. Yeah. But it is what it is. So, we've seen a lot of people fall down. I think a couple of those people had too much to drink. Mm-hmm. The pools are fantastic. So basically, huge party pool. Actually, when they poured the pool, it's got a huge naked lady that what is that, like engraved or tiled in the bottom of the pool. So the whole theme of the place is just sexiness, adult theme party stuff. So that pool sees action all day pretty much. Like there's something cool going on. Live DJs, games, drinking. they'll put fresh fruit or drinks on like a surfboard and tow it through the crowd, and there's a bar that you swim up to. Then they have a quiet pool that's basically if you don't want to deal with all the craziness, or if you had a rough night, you can go hang out over there. And then also the top pool that we showed you too. So Temptation certainly has a little bit of everything for everybody. But my one word of advice to you is, if you're judgmental at all, it's not a good place for you to go. You got to realize that you're going to literally meet everybody. But the good thing about it, nobody's talking politics. Nobody cares about your gender, your age, your weight. Nobody really, honestly, nobody gives a shit about nothing. They want to go down there and have a good time. That's what the place is about. So, is there anything else that you would like to talk to about our... Oh, you know what did suck is actually didn't suck. It sucked a little bit. Is the day that we were flying out, we got delayed. But we could have been a lot worse because people that were there were like having to wait a day or two because there's that.
What was it?
Information breach or something.
But you would look at the board. We got there and we would look at the board. Cancel, delayed, cancel, delayed, cancel, delayed. Ours got pushed back a little bit, and then to like 12 something, and then we looked and it said delayed until 5:40, and we're like, oh my god, we're stuck here all day. But then it moved back to 12, so we lucked out, thankfully. Thank you, Jesus.
And I still see people now like waiting to get flight. Like I guess it's really lingered into even now. People are having a hard time getting flights. Maybe the Mexican food is better in Mexico. That's funny, Nicholas, because I talked to a lot of the people that work in the resort too, and they're like, if you want real Mexican food, go to like Mexico City where they have all the street vendors and stuff like that. To me, it's like just super cheap throwaway food that you're shoveling in the drunk's mouth so they can live another day.
But some people probably really like it. It's just
they might.
I love the breakfast. I could eat that breakfast.
Well, I agree.
But the rest of it's not my thing. But everybody else might really love it.
Perfect crowd. That's.
If you guys hear a bunch of banging, our kids are upstairs right above us, and it's just like bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, it sounds like there's 35 elephants running through here. So
we got more kids than we realized we had.
So, that wraps up our another successful trip. Man, shit, I want to go to Vegas. As soon as I get home, there's an offer from Vegas in the mailbox. 5 free days in Vegas. Here's some free money. Here's some free food. Here's some free comps. Fly out here now. So of course I did. I looked it up. It's just we got a ton of shit going on right now. The kids will be going back to school in like a month. We have Metallica coming up in 2 weeks. Kat's starting a project of hers next week. So it's literally, I don't know. We might go.
I'll find out about it on Facebook though if we do.
Yeah. So.
I love pushing tacos down my throat.
The PINK tacos for sure. So Base Wars is this weekend. I'll be attending that event. Like I said, I'm venturing. So I got big in the car audio when I was younger. Kat did as well too. And then as I got old, I've always been in the home audio. I just went a lot crazier with home audio. I haven't really touched anything car audio in like 15 years. Now we're getting Kat's. Oh, fingers crossed, everybody. I got somebody looking at Kat's Jeep, hopefully Friday or Monday.
He's had a heck of a time trying to find somebody that will wire the front to the, what is it?
Well, just of doing everything. Just as soon as you start talking, some places, which I can understand, but some places don't want to install stuff they don't sell. And then other places are like, oh, yeah, we can do that. Then I tell them that what we're trying to install, which seems simple, enough to us, wiring up one subwoofer for running power, but once they realize what kind of power they got to run and stuff like that, they say it's too big of a project that they don't really specialize in.
Well, then didn't you say some people were saying that Jeeps their electrical is very finicky?
Yeah, so some places don't want to mess with vehicles that have like automatic stop and starts and multiple batteries, and they say it's just a huge electrical pain in the ass. So I'm not going to get it figured out.
Hi, Mikey.
So that is what it is. It's been a pain, but everything's here pretty much. It's ready to go. We need to get the box built, but I can get most of the project done. We got all the adapters. and the speakers and changeover plates to adjust to the new speakers and amplifiers and all the wiring and the big 4 kit. So like everything's ready to go. So I'm attending Bass Wars this weekend. I went to Slamology a couple months ago, getting into the bass car scene. Our whole thing, Bass Brings Us Together, is I want to bring everybody together. I get into DJ bass, I get into home audio bass, obviously, car bass, and I'm trying to get all that community together. So
Nicholas said some custom JTR would be nice to see in the Jeep. I have, because Jeff started in car audio, so I've been like, oh, let me get some.
Nicholas, I was contemplating before I bought the Nightshade that I was going to buy another pair of RTJ subwoofers without the amplifier and put 2 of the RTJ subs in the back, powered with the Sundown Salt 6. And
the boxes?
Yeah, 2 of them.
Oh.
So I was considering it, and that would have gave her 2 18s instead of 115, 2 seal boxes instead of a porta box. Believe me, but that would have been even more expensive route for us to go.
And I don't need anything too crazy. He already has went, I think, way crazier than I initially thought it was going to.
So yeah, so we got the Nightshade 15 like we shared, which is a humongous driver on its own, off of 6,000 watt RMS amp. So she's going to be good in that regard. It just we got to bring a lot of power to that amplifier.
The wires are like, I mean, they're huge. I don't know how. My concern is how are you hiding those so you don't see them?
You hold them in your lap and have all that power going through your life. Could you imagine having all that power right in between your legs? Give him a second to chuckle. Okay. Insert dirty joke. So another cool, exciting thing, if you guys have been following us on our Patreon page or our Facebook page, is that we have actually started our car audio get together, and we don't know exactly what direction that we're going with everything. We got a lot of good positive participation in our first car audio event, and it's going to be fun, absolutely free. Because we were able to present this free. We know the owner of the bar. She was super cool about us doing it.
It's actually at my work.
Yeah, Cat works, and we're good friends with the owner, and we reached out to her, chatted with her to make sure that it was cool, and she's like, yes, for sure, no doubt, let's do it. So we were able, I don't know, this is where it gets complicated for me, because we'll always invite people into our home for demos and have a beer and order some pizzas and listen to music, but Scott, I think he's excited, and his brain's going all over the place, coming up with ideas to turn Bass Brings Us Together. Like, what would you call that? A brand? Well, it's outgrown itself. Well, what we've noticed, especially over the last couple of years, is that like the last event that we had, we were like, man, we keep telling people no, so let's just bump it up to like 60 people. But literally, when we made that announcement, we filled up within just a couple of hours. And then people were like, oh man, that sucks, you're already full. I was at work, I didn't even get to see that, or that sucks, I missed out on another year. Because every single year we get all these disappointment messages like, oh man, that sucks, I wanted to come check it out, we were going to fly in, we were going to do this and that. So there's a want and a need, for more of what we've been doing. And it's going to get to a point to where, I'd rent out a space and I want to bring all the bases together. My vision long-term for this is that I have a space that I can rent, and then we can bring in the home audio crowd, and there'll be theater and home audio demos, and then a space in wherever we rent to where like there could even be DJ demos and showing off that stuff. And then the parking lot is full of car demos, and it's a weekend of nothing but audio and video and bass. And we bring all these classes of people together instead of it being so segregated. Car audio guys, DJ guys, home audio guys, we make one huge event, and bass brings us all together. And that's our model and our logo. And the reason literally the people that have come to our house, now they come because they're our friends and they want to hang out, but literally the initial attraction to come here from a different state or even different country is because people wanted to see, oh, I want to check out the base. I've heard about the base. I've never experienced that kind of base. So base has really brought a lot of people into our life, and now we have the opportunity to make that larger and bring more people together. And I I've tried to do this at no charge to anybody for as long as I possibly could. Even when we had the people at our house, it cost us $1,000, $1,500 with all the food and the drinks and the taco trucks, and it's absolutely fine. And I wanted to do this first annual car show the same way, free. I love bringing everybody together, everybody having a good time. I gotta get over the mental hump of, by making this bigger, that you have to charge people, because this is a hobby of mine and I love people in this community and I enjoy myself. But the logistics of throwing a huge event like that is obviously pretty pricey, because you have the actual place and security and all the other stuff going on behind the scenes. So we will always have people. We have people coming over this weekend. Actually, before Base Wars, a group of guys are coming to our house to check out our systems, and then we're all going to Base Wars together. Well, Kat's not going. I'm going with them to Base Wars. And then the weekend after, we have people coming over. Haterade is coming over in October. We got like 10 people coming over. So we're still always going to have stuff going on at our house, but we're venturing out and going to be doing outside of our home.
Yeah. Scott, like I said, is that the right word, right? Branding.
Well, yeah. I mean, the base brings us together has pretty much become a branding now. That's how people recognize us, and people, oh, hey, you guys throw those events. Base brings us together at your house. How do I get on the next event, or what's going on? Give us some more info. So it's really just evolved on its own, on a much larger scale than we really thought. Because even like Kat was blown away. She goes, I can't believe like you got 60 people to come to our house, like just in one day. Like you already, like all the spots are already full.
Yeah, from coming from
everywhere,
all over the place, driving forever. I'm like, to our house for what?
We represented like 20 states and 60 people at the last get together, and we filled up in the first day, and the event wasn't for 5 months. So there's a want and need, and somewhere I'm going to fulfill that. I'm just not exactly sure. I just want to go about it right, to myself, to the community. I want to be able to lay my head down at night and not lose any sleep over it, and just do the community right. So it's just a mental hump, a mental frustration I'm going through at the moment.
All right, let's go through some of these. Daryl says, hit me up if you need anything with that. I'm a former car installer instructor.
Oh, cool.
Mark was on. He said hi.
Oh, Mark, what's up, brother? Hey, Mark, keep an eye on the Patreon page. I will be dropping for our next live Zoom. I was hoping to do it this Sunday, but Kay had a project fall in her lap, which is super cool for her. She's doing another house. So I will shoot you a new date for anybody that's on the Patreon. Just for anybody that's curious, the only thing we do a little bit different on the Patreon is just a little bit more personal. Like me and Mark were talking about a lot of our health issues. We talk about family. The YouTube stuff is certainly a lot more light and funny. And, we're just here to be entertained by you guys. So, and you guys get some entertainment from us and just hang out. The Patreon is just a little bit more in depth on life. Sometimes it's not always laughter over there, but it's real.
Take a breath.
Who? Am I talking too much? You do some talking. I'm going to go take a shower.
No. So Mikey, and he said that he missed out on that. It's in October, you said? Is that the one when...
That's when Jordan's coming, yeah.
That would be...
And the second event, October, missed on that one. And see, this is exactly what I'm talking about, is we feel bad when people message us, like, dude, we wanted to come. So that's why I was like, man, we need to be able to offer more events in some capacity, because there's a want and need for that. That would be cool to set up for a few. Yeah, I'm going to come up with something. There's a lot. For as little as we come on live or drop videos, there's a lot going on behind the scenes.
All the time. Like, ideas. He thinks on it, and he literally, I'm like, I'll be getting text messages, and I'm like, aren't you really busy at work? So he's multitasking all the time. I'm sure it gets to be a little nerve-wracking having ton. I mean, it's not nerve-wracking to have a bunch of people at our house.
No, we're cool with the people at our house. The only issue that we have,
we just don't have like a ton of room.
Well, we fit 60 people in here.
I mean, to be able to allow more people to come, that would like to come.
Because what sucks about it is you have 60 people over, and that's cool because for that whole day you're enjoying their company, you're enjoying the hobby. But then in the back of your mind is you told another 60 people, hey, you're not allowed to come hang out with us.
We definitely enjoy doing it. I mean, it takes some preparation. I feel like we clean.
And it's pricey. I mean, every party throws us like $1,500, but if you're coming from out of state or from down the street, we definitely want you to have the time of your life. So that's, we don't mind going all out for that.
He said it would drive him bonkers, and his wife probably even more.
I don't need the event to drive cat bonkers.
No, he does that all on his own.
Oh, 2 of our Patreons right there. Our brother from Denmark and Mark Fox. Denmark, you got to get a new camera, homie, so we can hang out on Patreon. When I went Cap RS2, can you read it? I can't read for shit.
When I went Cap RS2s, I realized how much headroom and over displacement and power can improve the sound quality, not just the SPL. Word.
When we were talking about it before you bought those necklaces, that's how I said it. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't need 4,000 watt subs or dual 18s. I said, it just, especially if you're listening to movies and you're getting anywhere near reference, having that additional headroom and hearing bass that isn't stressed out. You could have one subwoofer playing at 100 dB and another subwoofer playing 100 dB. If one's playing at 30% and the other one's playing at 80% of its capability, it's a different quality of bass for sure.
Scale up responsibly. It'll be worth it.
Yeah,
I don't know why I can't read tonight.
I read the big words.
Yeah. I really know how to read, I promise. I can't work a mouse for nothing, but
yeah, you haven't been too good with your hands.
Everyone in the theater space knows and wants to experience your theater because it's legendary at this point.
We certainly appreciate that, and we've made our way out to a lot of theaters too. It's just, I don't know. I enjoy. Of course, I love demos. I love giving them. I love going to get them. But man, just having a beer and a piece of pizza and talking with somebody in their home or our home, it's, I don't know, friendships, man. It's
okay. What's the biscuit meal you eat, Scott, with the meat and cheese or something? I don't know what.
What's a biscuit meal? Oh no, that's biscuits and gravy.
That you make?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's an old family recipe that I found on Google.
That's like one of the few things you make.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he's from the United States. That's really popular breakfast food in the United States. It's pretty much, I hate to give up my secrets. You can buy my cookbook for 39 cents at your local yard sale. But no, it's basically just like milk and flour, salt and pepper, sausage. Super healthy.
No. He says, if I travel from West Australia, do I get the princess room like Michael did? Absolutely.
Only if you book in advance. If not, you get the inflatable out in the basement.
He said, yeah, it's super clean base now. I don't know what this is.
I don't know what that is either.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, so you're talking about
the webcam?
Oh, he did find his old webcam. Cool. Yeah, so I'll be sharing that link on there so we can all get on there and hang out, talk shit, and yeah, I like the Zoom stuff where we hang out behind the scenes.
We've never seen anything like that biscuit meal in Australia. That's interesting. That's just very common. Like everybody I feel like loves biscuits and gravy.
Everybody that we know, just because we're over here.
I won't eat his biscuits gravies because I grew up with my stepdad making bacon gravy, and nothing will ever top that. So he usually devours all the sausage one himself.
I hit what is that? But I don't know why those are asterisked out. You had a something exchange student. I don't know why it asterisked out the rest of that comment, but hey, sausage, biscuits, and gravy, no doubt.
Foreign exchange.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah. Do they have? I can't read.
Do they have Pillsbury biscuit rolls in Australia? I wonder if they do.
Oh, they don't have the expandable ones. What's the things on the counter? I've seen them online. What are we? The counter. What are we talking about? Sorry that we seem dumbfounded, but we're just
the things on the counter. Oh, they pop open.
Oh yeah, they
okay.
got little like pressure sealed, and you smack them, and you feel shit. You feel like a fucking chef when you do that too, and you crack open that 99-cent. Well, they ain't 99-cent no more. That $7 package of biscuits, and then it just makes you feel like you're really doing something with your life. So, all right, guys. Well, we came on here to not only share with you that we have new merch dropping, which is awesome, that we went to Cancun, that we're starting a Bass Brings Us Together car audio show, that we're going to be expanding the whole Bass Brings Us Together name in some fashion. Believe me, it'll all be community oriented and driven. Just approaching that very delicately because this hobby holds a lot of passion for me. And then, we'll be sharing our next. I got Don Dunn lined up to come on live. I'm going to be reaching out to Mark Seaton again to see if he wants to come online live again. I got a couple other people I'm going to reach out to for the Friday Night AV. Keep an eye out this coming weekend. I'll be sharing shorts. I'll be getting 160 dB demos all weekend, so my head might fall off my body. Who knows? And then, I'll for the Patreon guys. I know it's supposed to be this Sunday with Kat and I, but we will change that date because Kat had that big project fall in her lap, which is cool and good for her. We'll share her project like we always do. And thanks for hanging out with us for the last hour. We certainly appreciate.
Nicholas said he'll come and eat some biscuits.
Hey man, if you come, we'll make you some biscuits.
Yeah, Scott will make you his world famous.
Yeah, it's famous in our trailer park.
Google biscuits and gravy.
So like always, we appreciate the likes and the shares and the subscribes and everything you guys.
The friendships.
Just showing the love. We show love to you guys. We appreciate in return. So, like always, you guys are more than welcome to reach out to us in any of our Facebook groups, Living It with Scott and Kat.
There's like so many now. I'm like, you're going to confuse people. There's so many different things.
Well,
but he says now he wants to keep the base. Wait, what did you say?
Well, no, I started the Bass Brings Us Together group just because some people don't give a shit about our personal life. Some people just want to hang out with other people that talk about bass and get into bass. So that's really, if you want to get in contact with us, Living It with Scott and Kat podcast group is our main thing together. And then, we're running the Bass Brings Us Together as well on the side. But that's very much us as well, too, because that's what we've been doing out of our home for the last couple of years. So, all right, guys, if there's anything you need from us, shoot us a message on either one of those groups, or a lot of you guys were friends personally on Facebook. Some of you guys will have your telephone number. Some of you guys will see on the Patreon. So
I don't know what I'm hitting.
I don't know what you're hitting either.
What did I
wow,
just do?
What are you doing here?
I don't know.
Oh, you're calling the government. So, all right, brothers from Denmark, you take care as well, too. Like always, love you guys. We'll keep in touch. We got more stuff coming up. Like always, we'll have more lives coming up. Trying to work on a schedule. It's just hard with, we got a bunch of stuff going on. So make a t-shirt that says, I asked when the bee is missing. Hey, we were talking about that earlier, that when we go on our next vacation, because I'll wear that shirt to Vegas. I'll get one made that I'll wear when we go to Cancun or go to Vegas. But everybody peace out. We'll keep in touch. Appreciate the last hour. It was a good time. Coley Gray, we are going to end with your outro that we have had since we started. We certainly appreciate it. So